busy in understanding variables and methods. Let me repeat once, like a revision for 20 minutes, what has been happened. Because Saturday we don't have time for repetition, no? Right. I introduced method part to you. Okay, right. I'll scroll back once. What has been happened in last few classes from here, especially from here. Data types in Java. Our journey started from data types in Java. From there, without your knowledge, slowly the program sizes are increasing and the concept also increasing and coming. So definitely the learning process should be changed by finding its locations indirectly. So data types in Java, the types of data which we are expecting as input to Java program are known as data types in Java. Data types in Java are categorized into how many types now? 2 types. What are they? Primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Primitive means what now? Single valued data formats. We are calling it as primitive data types. The single valued data formats, we are calling it as primitive data type. Primitive data types are categorized into how many types now? 4 types. What are they? Integer data types, float data types, character data type, and Boolean data type. So integer data types means what now? The numeric data without decimal point representation, we are calling it as integer data type. There is some subcategory among integer data type. How many are there in the integer data type now? 4 are there. What are they? Byte, short, int, and long. Float data type means the numeric data with decimal point representation, we are calling it as float data type. How many categories available in the float data type now? 2 categories. What are they? Float and double. So character data type means single valued character represented in single quotes. We are calling it as character data type now. The representation looks like this. So how many types available in the character data type now? Only 1, that is char. And how many bytes for char means 2 bytes. In this week, some more information will gather about your data types, variable and method. Some now Boolean known as Boolean data type. How many are there in the Boolean data type now? Only 1, that is 1 bit. So first you must know the names. Primitive data type names you must know. I given a listed to you. Hope you read the notes, I think. Then we are concentrating on non-primitive data type. The group valued data formats, we are calling it as non-primitive data types. Other name for non-primitive data types is referential data types. In these non-primitive data types are categorized into how many types now? 4 types. What are they? Class, interface, array, and enum. So I not written any notes about interface. I not written any notes about array. I not written any notes about enum. We are busy in understanding the class. Still process is going on. So point. Now I started object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming means working with objects, directly or indirectly. The process of constructing programs using class-object concept is known as object-oriented programming. Means the process of presenting your programs or applications using class object concept, we call it as object-oriented programming. In object-oriented programming, we work with non-primitive data types, or you can say we work with referential data types, you can say. All of you understood this statement, right? Okay. Sir, in this, what is this object? I presented some diagrams to you. I will open the diagram anyway. Methods in JVM. The last diagram I drawn to you. Total 4 diagrams available in your notes. Yes or no? Yes or no? Na? There are 4 diagrams available in your book. The first diagram is display.java, where only main method is there. Second diagram is a static variable available. In the first 2 programs, object not there. In the third program, I took demo variables 2.java, where I brought one local variable, one instance variable. To provide the memory for instance variable, I created object. Finally, in the third program, nothing but third diagram, I brought 2 methods, 2 variables, one static variable, one instance variable, one static method, one instance method. I brought it. This is the last diagram we drawn on Saturday. Understood this point, right? So to reach here, see there. Sir, what is object? Sir, here object means that only, sir. That blue box is an object. So object is a storage, I said. Object is a storage. That storage is related to one class. Object is a storage related to a class. It is related to a class holding non-static components of class. It is holding static components and non-static components. Non-static components of class. Object is a storage related to a class holding non-static components of class. That I written that. That I shown on the Saturday to you already. On Saturday, object is a storage holding non-static components of class. Non-static means A is non-static component. M1 is non-static component. This object is holding non-static components. That's a theory. From today, object is a storage, I said. Now here, where that object is created? The objects are created in the heap area of JVM. Always objects are created in the heap area of JVM. This is the location of objects. So objects are created in the heap area of JVM. Whenever you want to create object, what you are doing now? We use new keyword in Java to create objects. What is the syntax now? Class name, object name is equal to new class name. So how you are imagining in the last few programs now? Sir, demo variables 3, OB is equal to new demo variables. Now new keyword specify to create one reference here. First the reference is created or not now? At this reference, one storage created. The storage will hold the non-static members. After that, the reference will be copied onto OB. Not only point 1, 2, and 3 I drawn to you. That is the object flavor you had it. All of you understood object flavor? Right. Yes or no? Na? When you are not understanding, what you will do? I am not understanding means I'll read the notes once. I'll see one diagram. That is the 4th diagram you look at. In the first 3 diagrams you don't see. You would see the 4th diagram in your material, where static components available in the class, non-static components available in the object. Class loaded in the method area, object created in the heap area. All executions happened in the Java stack area, where main method will come and the main method will call remaining methods. So complete information available in the diagram number 4. So whenever you find time, you must watch that diagram number 4 for clarity. Among that, which method is running automatically now? Main method is running automatically. So the point still Saturday. So this is the object flavor. So somewhere I must give a information theoretically. Notes also Needed no, I written a notes for reading purpose. Class is a structured layout generating objects. I'm repeating once the total notes, what has been happened in the last week. Okay, right? Who has not concentrated, read once, because 1 week completed in your course. 1 week over. Understood this point? No, not 1 week and 2 weeks completed. Yes or no? Na? First week, understanding the software, platform independent, platform dependent, objective code, bytecode, installations, running a program. Second week, understanding variable and method. Third week is practical week. Practical means more number of programs we are going to keep it this week. More number of programs, assignments will come. Student has to do his own assignment. That is the third week. That's the target. So before starting this week, I am repeating what is the concept available with you in the last 5 classes or 6 classes from the last week. I am repeating. So class is a structured layout generating objects. Class is collection of variables and methods. Main also comes under method category. So we write variables and methods. What is the location of class now? Sir, always class is loaded onto method area. Always the class is loaded onto method area. The location of class is nothing but a method area. How many classes will be available for us? Means only 2. Some we have to define it. Some will come from the library. Some we have to define it. Some will come from the library. So there are 2 types, user defined classes and built-in classes. So user defined classes means the above programs what you are typing, they are all user defined classes only. Built-in classes are there, string class, system class, but I not mentioned any names there. Just I given a theoretical information. There are 2 types available to you. After that, class is holding variables and methods, no? Right. So I must give a clarity about variable. I must give a clarity about methods. So I concentrated on variables. Whenever the variable definitions are coming, when the variable notes is coming, find your time and read more than once. Read more reading. And I want you to read variables more, because variables are going to hold your data. So read the notes as more than once. Once you understood also, find your time and read once. Based on general meaning of variables, variables are the data holders. They are going to hold some data. We are calling it as data holders. Based on data type, variables are categorized into 2 types. What are they? Primitive data type variables and non-primitive data type variables. Primitive data type variables and non-primitive data type variable. Because data types only 2, no. Primitive means maybe byte variable, short variable, int variable, long variable, float variable. What is the other one? Boolean variable, char variable. This 8 we call it as primitive data type variables. These primitive data type variables will hold values. That's a concept. Non-primitive data type variables means class variables, interface variables, array variables, enum variables. Up to now, array not there, enum not there, interface not there, only class is coming. The variable which is declared with the class type, you can call it as non-primitive. Non-primitive data type variables will hold value or object reference. Object reference is a theory. So theoretically, according to the data type, you must say 2 variables are available. Answer in the interview very carefully. Define variable and say the types of variables. One question is there. You must say variable is a data holder. According to my program, it is going to hold some data. Then you must add, according to data types, variables are 2 types, primitive and non-primitive. Say that points. If he asks static keyword, then you say static. Then what about this static keyword? He says, then you say, based on static keyword, variables 2 types. Variable 2 types are not now. Static variables and non-static variables. Static variables means what now? The variables which are declared with the static keyword, we call it as static variable. The variable which is declared without a static keyword, we call it as non-static variable. Understood now? Static variable will get the memory within the class while class loading. You can say class variable. Understood this point now? So non-static variables categorized two types again. Again, two types. So non-static variable declared outside the method, we call it as instance variable. Non-static variable declared inside the method, we call it as local variable. Instance variable will get the memory within the object. While object creation, you can access with object name. That is a different issue. So instance variable will get the memory within the object while object creation. Local variables. Local variable will get the memory inside the method frame while method execution. Understood this point now? So in this analysis, one variable getting the memory in the class, one variable getting the memory in the object, one variable getting the memory in the method frame. Clear, right? When you are analyzing something in the future also, you must know the locations. When you are not getting an idea, you must show to me where you have been stopped in the future. Got it right? Then anyway, you are in position to locate the variables by its memory, no? So if anybody asked, based on memory location, based on the variable memory location, we can categorize it into three types. Class variables, memory in the class. Object variables, memory in the object. Local variables, method variables, memory in the methods or method frames. Class variable, static variable. Object variable, instance variable. Method variable, local variable. Like this, find your time and read bit carefully and more than once. All of you clear this? Right. After this one, I want to introduce methods also. Then I concentrated on methods. Methods are the actions. Actions mean they perform some action or they execute to generate some results. So we call it as actions. Methods are the actions which are performed to generate results. You have to call them, then only results will come out. Performed to generate results. Based on static keyword, methods are categorized into how many types now? Two types. What are they? Static methods and non-static method. Among non-static method, only one category, that is instance method. Local methods not there. There is no concept of local methods not there. It is only instance methods. You can say non-static methods or instance methods, you can say. Then I made a statement now. Static methods, the methods which are declared with the static keyword, we are calling it as static methods. These static methods will get the memory within the class while class loading and can be accessed with the class name. Hope you understood with the last diagram on Saturday. If a method is available in the class, access with the class name. Yes or no? Right. So what is the syntax here means? Static keyword will be there, sir. Return type, parameter list. Sir, till Saturday, I don't have information about return type. I don't have information about parameters. Today, I am introducing the return type and parameter I am going to introduce it today. All of you understood this point? I am going to introduce it. Now, what is the rule of static method? I clearly explained, hope so, in Saturday's class. Now, static methods can access static variables directly. Static methods can access static variables directly, but cannot access instance variables directly. I explained this very clearly, no? The static method M2. Can you see this M2 method from the diagram? So here, if you understood the theory well, if you understood your program well, So if you understood that, don't concentrate on diagram, not needed. Third way is diagrammatic presentation. So we trainers will bring one theoretical, one programmatical, one diagrammatical. So student can pick from any location. If you are comfortable with normal theory, read it and understand with the concept. At any cost, I understood means no need of your diagrammatical presentation. Sir, my imagination is coming, sir, enough. You can drop it out. Because we trainers will try three ways to you. Why means, when I'm doing my certification, NITTR, National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research, I took one certificate in 2006. When I gone for training, they said to me very clearly, you cannot predict what kind of psychology a student will have. Moreover, some students will open the eyes and sleep it. You cannot detect also. So in that process, we don't know where is the mind is concentrated. There or not, you cannot detect. They psychologically prepared me. Right? You cannot detect them. Moreover, don't feel that 100 students are listening to you. You expect only 10% of the students, they are listening to you. Moreover, some percent cannot have 90% of the students do not have control over their mindsets. They'll be listening only 5% to you. Remaining 90%, they'll be traveling outside. The mind will be traveling. Suddenly, when they are walking on the road and coming, suddenly they've seen one accident means they'll be thinking about that. One class will be missed. So in that process, it doesn't have a connection. So in that process, as a trainer, what you will do? I'll give a theory. They said to me, give the theory, give one program, try to explain. Present what you are feeling, you present in one diagrammatical form. Student who is interested, they'll take the notes and grasp their points from theoretical or programmatical or diagrammatical. From there onwards till today, almost 14 years, I'm presenting my diagrammatical form in all the levels, core, advanced, even in the web services and so on, wherever we come. We create one short imagination to the student. We are asking them to locate one location that is available there. They're available or not available as secondary. But I am fixing your mindset to one location. That only I tried it. So in that process, answer will come if you fix it. The method is coming from the class. It cannot access the variable from the object. Because of this reason, static methods cannot access instance variables directly. Anyway, some are coming from library. Some you have to define it. Somebody asked, can you give an examples of built-in static methods? I not answered that question on Saturday. The reason, in the coming programs, lot more built-in methods will come. I'm going to show it. So now no need to know the list. If it is one or two, I can give a list. It is hundreds of methods are there. Many methods are coming from the library. We cannot list it. So simply giving information to a student, the methods coming from the library, we call it as built-in. The methods what you construct, we are calling it as user-defined. Then I took a notes on non-static methods or instance methods. The methods which are declared without a static keyword are known as non-static methods or instance methods. These non-static methods will get the memory within the object. While object creation, once it is available in the object, you can access with the object name. Structure. Here static keyword is not available to you. Only return type, method name and parameter list is available to you. What is the rule of instance methods now? It can access both variables. One or two students asked me that question. I am repeating to you. See there, M1 method came from object. According to the diagram, M1 method came from the object or not? Now this one. M1 method came from object. When the M1 method came from object now, M1 method can access the variable available in the object directly. Because of this reason, it is accessing A. Then a few students asked how it is accessing B. M1 method came from the object. If it is not available in the object, it can access the class. Why, sir? Because object belongs to class. Object is a storage related to a class. Understood this point now? If it is not available in the object storage, execution control will go to the class. Because of this reason, instance method can access both variables, static and non-static, nothing but instance. Here also built-in is there, user defined is there. This is the end of Saturday class. Clear everyone? Right. You also open data types chapter. From there you read once again. You'll get the clarity, right? From the above discussions what we had. Above discussions what we had now. Always I am writing method frame, but I not defined that method frame to you. I'll start with a few definitions what I not concentrated in the last week. Okay, right. Make it start the class of today. Again, this is a program of 5 days again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll keep myself very much busy. You also don't sleep at home. Read the notes. This week is crucial week. If we can put a patience in this week and the next week, finish. You can take one long breath and go to Advanced Java. These 2 weeks must be under your control. Only 2 weeks. It is going to change your life. 2 weeks. 5 plus 5, 10 sessions is going to change your life. Why I'm saying life means core Java is a language. 2 weeks, crucial things are going to happen. Only 10 sessions, 5 plus 5. Because Saturday I'm calling it as review. If I'm under pressure, I'll consume the Saturday class also. I'll repeat on Monday class, I'll repeat it. Okay, right. Again, our programming started from Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, non-stoppingly, Venkatesh sir will be busy. And especially online students, for you, flexibility not there. Offline students, when the doubt is coming throughout the day, whenever you come for the lab, you can meet me. I'll be available here. I'll come here for 3:40, 3:45. I'll come to this block. I'm available here. If you're coming to your lab sessions and going down, any doubt is there, write on the paper and speak and go. Nothing that you can clarify it. For online students, I am available to you only in the regular class. That also after the class only I'll speak to you. In the middle of the class, I will not answer your query. Online students, I will not answer your query. In the middle of the class, last 15 to 20 minutes, I'll see your queries. Got it right? Now, go for today's session, 27/6/2022. Make a FAQ. Define method frame. Define method frame. Define method frame. Define method frame. Question is there, entry question is there, method frame. The reason in the method frame, memory is coming from local variables. No, I'll ask a question to you. Always I pointed out anyway, method frame, I pointed out. Okay, right? So whenever you want to speak method frame, the partition of Java stack area, the partition of Java stack area where method is copied for execution. The partition of Java stack area where method is copied for execution is known as a method frame. So every method will have its own method frame. Diagram is available or not now? Make it. The partition of Java stack area. The partition of Java stack area where method is copied for execution. The partition of Java stack area where the method is copied for execution is known as method frame. Method frame is known as method frame. Look here. Every method while executing will have its own method frame. Got it right? Make a statement. methods while executing in Java stack area will have its own method frame, will have its own method frames, will have its own method frames, will have its own method frames. Right, look here. Why you must be locationally strong means, why you must be locationally strong? The reason, suppose one variable got the memory in the main. Just imagine it. One variable got the memory in the main. One variable got the memory in the main. Any variable got the memory in the main, you cannot access that variable in M1 and M2. Yes or no? Because separate partition, no? So whenever one variable got the memory in the main, local variable means only main can use it. M1, M2 cannot use it. Some students will ask why it cannot use it. Who will ask means who cannot imagine that memory, they'll ask it. If a variable available in the method frame, outside the method frame you cannot access. Local variable accessed inside the method frames. It will not come out of the method frames. Understood this statement? Right. If any variable got the memory in the M1, it cannot be accessed in M2. If any variable got the memory in the M2, it cannot be accessed in M1 because their memories are different. That the student should know in the learning process, method frames are different for every method. Understood, right? Here, after method execution completed, the method frame will be destroyed automatically. That is the nature of your JVM. When the method execution completed, the method frame what is created will be destroyed automatically. Make a statement. Third point. After method execution completed, the method frame will be destroyed automatically. After method execution completed, the method frame will be destroyed automatically. All of you understood this statement about method frame, right? The method frame will be destroyed automatically. If any local variables available in the method frame, they also destroyed automatically. If any local variables available in the method frame, they also destroyed automatically. Understood this point now? So this is about your method frame. Got it right? Now, one more FAQ question. Right. They'll ask, always I am using one local variable name I am using. Sir, what about global variable? Last week you are not using the term global variable, nowhere I used it. Question is there. Define global variables in Java. Make it. Define global variables in Java. Because always I am using local variable term now. Right. I am not using a term known as global variable. Define global variables in Java. Look here. There is no concept of global variables in Java. Not there. Because they'll ask this question to you. Right? When they ask this question, you must say, there is no concept of global variables in Java. Because according to Java, variable inside the class or inside the object or inside the method frame. They are not outside above these three methods. If it is outside above these three, then you can say global. But they are inside the class only, no? There is no concept of global variables. The term used by somebody, other language people. I don't know other language, no happy for me. So in my language, if anybody asked in the interview, define global variable, answer, there is no concept of global variable in Java because my variable is in the class or object or method frame. Make a statement. There is no concept of global variables in Java. There is no concept of global variables in Java because the variables are inside the class or inside the object or inside the method frame. Inside the method frame. All of you can remember this statement, right? What are not available, they'll ask it. That's a technique of them. So global variables not there for us. Clear, right? Then they'll ask one more. Define static local variables. Question is there. FAQ. Define static local variables. Right, look here. Generally, whenever this asked a question, definition is generally, I am from good schooling, sir. I can speak good English, sir. The local variables which are declared with a static keyword are known as static local variables. The student will say, but the answer is, there is no concept of static local variables. There is no concept of static local variables. You can understand here only, no? How many variables are available here now? See there. Based on static keyword, how many variables now? 2 types. What are they? Static, non-static. In non-static, how many are there now? Instance and local. In static category, not there, no? Observe this pointer, not now. Static means category not there. Only one, that also outside the method. If anybody asks static local variables, the answer is, there is no concept of static local variables in Java because generates compilation error. Static variable should be given memory while class loading. If we keep the static variable inside the method, we cannot give the memory. Because of this reason, your compiler will show error if we write a static local variables. Make a statement. There is no concept of static local variables. There is no concept of static local variables in Java. Because static variables means there is no concept of static local variables in Java. Because static variables means they must get the memory. Static variables means they must get the memory within the class while class loading. And which is not possible for static local variables. There is no concept of static local variables in Java because static variables means they must get the memory within the class while class loading. That is a rule, and which is not possible for static local variables. The meaning is like this. Look here. Suppose one class is there. Inside that class, one method is there. Inside that method, I return one static local variable. That is error anyway, compilation error. Imagine it. Why they not given a permission? So one class is there. Inside that class, one method is there. Inside that method, one static local variable is there. Now I loaded the class onto method area. While class loading, static variable has to get the memory. How will give the memory? That is inside the method or not now? Whenever inside the method, you must give the memory while method execution, no? You cannot give the memory while class loading, it is not possible. So while class loading, it is not possible. Your compiler says error. I will not permit it. That I written in my own words here. There is no concept of static local variables in Java because the static variables means they must get the memory within the class while class loading or while class loading, and which is not possible for static local variables. We cannot give the memory while class loading. So which is not possible. I written it. You can say compilation error. Compilation error means grammar not available. Grammar not available. Right. From the above diagrams and concept, one more FAQ. What is the difference between object reference, object reference variable, object reference variable, object reference variable, object reference variable. One question is there. Right. Look here. I created one object in the last diagram. In the last diagram, I created one object, this object, Girex111. Now, inside this object, I given the memory for A. I given memory for A equal to 10. I given memory for M1. Void M1. I am loading this address. I am loading this address onto OB. I load it. OB, I load it. All of you understood here, right? So here 3 parts are available. So you must identify. So this one. This is the memory part. This is the memory part. This memory part. This memory part. That memory part is there, no? Right. This memory part is object. Object means storage. That storage part is object. I'll prove it also. If you travel with me to advance, I'll dump your database table is there now for you. All are going to Oracle? Started, huh? How many of you started Oracle? Raise your hands. Started? Right. 4 p.m. Oracle, right? If not, 11 a.m. new batch, 30 onwards. You had Oracle. Start Oracle. All of you start Oracle. After core Java, next highest priority Oracle. Third priority HTML. All of you start Oracle. Okay, right. Why means I only will show. Select star from products. Answer is coming? No, right. Some 10 products will come. The 10 products will be available in our objects. So object is a storage for us. We are going to show that to you already. So for that we are preparing. Object is one storage. So if anybody has to define object, the storage part which is holding non-static components is known as object. Now, the object is created in one location. No? So this is the location. Sir, this is the location. This is the location part or not now? That location part is there, no 0x111. That one is object reference. What is that now? Object reference. Now, here one part is there, no? This one, OB. OB is available or not now? This OB is nothing but object reference variable. 3 parts. In your interview, listen carefully. He is speaking about object, speaking about object reference, speaking about object reference variable. Understood this point now? 3 are different. Got it right? From today, you must analyze 3 are different. Make a statement, right? I am writing the notes here. The storage part. The storage part. The storage part where the storage part which is holding non-static components. The storage part which is holding non-static components is known as object. The storage part which is holding non-static components is known as object. All of you understood the object? The storage part is object. Moving object, getting object, you can use orally, but object will not move. Object is a memory. So objects will not move actually. Object is a memory, no? Memory part. But in the oral terminology, you can say, I am moving object, I am catching object, I am throwing object in exception handling. They'll say. Your graduation students will say the terms. Throw the object, catch the object, they'll say. So there is one memory. Developer should know actually. Real-time market, our imaginations, we are unique and don't speak to anybody. We are unique. Developers are unique. So we should know the exact things. Sir, I am a developer. What I know is the correct one. I'll sit with 10 members. I also will speak with them. OB is an object, I'll say. Because all the materials will write that only, no? But OB is an object reference variable holding reference. Who should know now? Developer should know. Orally, you will call OB is an object or not now? See, all will say what now? OB means object, they'll say. But OB is a variable actually. Yes or no? Now? If you say object reference variable, that 9 people will laugh at you. You don't know anything. Where you are going, they'll say. Because all your materials written that only, no? But developer, if we close the eyes, that is one variable, non-primitive data type variable. Yes or no? Na? That is non-primitive data type variable holding one reference. So reference different, no? Right, make it object reference. Object reference. The address location where the object is created. The address location where the object is created. The address location where the object is created is known as object reference. The address location where, address location of heap area indirectly, the address location where the object is created is known as object reference, the concept. Sir, can I see the object reference? Some students will ask us. Never you can see, because Java is secured. They will not come out. At any cost, they will not come out. Java is secured. You cannot read that object's references outside. Because of this reason, they not given pointers also to you. They not given pointers. Pointers not there here. Java do not have external pointers. C language headache part pointers only, no? C language 50% headache pointer only. Int pointer, char pointer, plot, float pointer, pointer to pointer, struct pointer, union pointer. That concept is not there for us. The reason, your other said, I will not give pointer to a developer. If you misuse it, my reference will come out. Security will not be there for my language. So object references will not come. We are imagining one reference is available there. They are auto-generated. When the execution completed, auto-destroyed for security. So that is object reference. So somebody must hold this object reference, no? We are calling it as object reference variable. The non-primitive data type variable. So object reference variable means primitive or non-primitive? Non-primitive. The non-primitive data type variable which is holding object reference, make it the non-primitive data type variable. The non-primitive data type variable, non-primitive data type variable, which is holding object reference, which is holding object reference is known as object reference variable. Object reference variable. Or you can say reference variable, you can say. Only reference variable, you can say. You can say object name. Name of that object is OB, you can say. You can say that name of the object. That variable, you can say name of the object. What is the name of object means? You must say OB. All of you understood this statement, right? Name of that object is OB. I'll add this diagram in the notes to you anyway. All of you understood there are 3 parts available to you, no? Right. Now, there is one more question available based on object. What is the difference between object state, object behavior? One question is there. What is object state? What is object behavior? Make it. What is the difference between FAQ? These all FAQs are based on last week. That 5 days what we executed based on that FAQs. So first we run the concept. Next week we read FAQs based on that 5 classes. The statements what generated, we write one FAQs. So what is the difference between object state, object behavior, object state, object behavior? What is the difference between object state and object behavior? Right, look here. So in our diagram here, small object here. This part is there, no? This part. That part. Variable part is there, no? That variable part. That variable part, we call it as object state. We call it as object state. The method part, there is one method part available here. This is the method part. This is the method part. This method part, we call it as object behavior. We call it as object behavior. The variable part of object, the variable part of object or the data part of object is known as object state. Make it. The variable part of object, the variable part of object is known as object state. The variable part of object is known as object state. The variable part of object is known as object state. The method part of object is known as the method part of object is known as object behavior. Object behavior. The method part of object is known as object behavior. Below this, I'll add this diagram knowing about your object. All of you understood this? Right. See there. So this part is, anyway, this part is object reference. So this part is object reference variable. Object reference variable. All of it clear about this representation? Clear? Right. Okay. So whenever you find time, clarity not there means look it once. Right? Generally remember three parts: object different, reference different, and your variable different. So 1 minute. Hope you will identify. I'll show one program. 1 minute. Because with this knowledge, identify it. Just now, 6 p.m. batch I written. Just now, the students went, no, I written one program today. So whether you are identifying or not, cross check. Theoretically, you learned it now. So you also will get Eclipse training. You have to wait it. So it takes time. After method chapter completed, then it will come. Right. Can you see these two lines now? New thread, I said. Whenever I say new thread, here RHS available, LHS available, RHS. Here object created, no? Right. Object created, object reference created, variable not there. Yes or no? Na? LHS not there, no? Test T is equal to new test, we write it or not now? This is the original syntax. This 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines are there, no? These 6 lines I converted into 2 lines. Here, object is there, object reference is there, variable not there. Because of this reason, students has to learn object different, reference different, variable different. Understood this point now? From today, must imagine it. Object different, reference different, that variable different. Down is versional code. Down is versional code. Above one is web service code. Web services. Internet service code, that is. So I written the down also because some students will not get huge imaginations. Sir, my mind is not under my control means I written down. If you cannot see about 2 points, see the down. Manual code is there. In the manual code, object names are there. OB1, OB2, T1, T2. Names are there. Above code is service code. So here if you look it, okay. Here, new operator there means one reference coming. I prepared your mindset or not now. In that reference, one storage is coming. So here, storage created, reference created, variable not there. So from today, for me, 3 are different. Object different, object reference different, object reference variable different. If anybody asks that in the interview, state means variable part, behavior means method part. So these are all terminologies related to object. All of you understood this, right? That batch also core Java batch. They are running threads. Right, okay. So these are the points. Now, from the last giving a notes on methods, I took a structure of static method, structure of non-static method, I took it, instance method. In this structure, return type is there, parameter is there. Sir, what is this, sir? Make it, start. Parameters. Define parameters. Define parameters. Define parameters. Parameters are the variables. Parameters are the variables which are used. Parameters are the variables which are used. Parameters are the variables which are used to transfer the data from one method to another method. Parameters are the variables which are used to transfer the data from one method to another method. So parameters are nothing but variables only, right? Sir, immediately you are not understanding, me need not worry. Program is there, diagram is there. I'll prove parameters are the variables, I'll prove it. Okay, right. Variable can be primitive, non-primitive. Anyway, I'll try both. Okay, right. So based on parameters, based on parameters, methods are categorized into based on parameters, the methods are categorized into two types. Categorized into two types. Methods without parameters, methods with parameters, methods without parameters, and methods with parameters. Methods without parameters and methods with parameters. The methods which are declared without parameters, the methods which are declared without parameters are known as zero parameter methods. The methods which are declared without parameters are known as zero parameter methods, or methods without parameters. You can say zero parameter methods or methods without parameters, you can say. Now, above program is methods without parameters. See there. In the above program, what I written? Demo variables 3. Here parameter available or not available? It is empty, no? Right. So these methods are examples of methods without parameters. They are methods because nothing is available here. Methods without parameters. Now, opposite to that methods, we call it as methods with parameters. The methods which are declared with parameters are known as parameterized methods, or you can say methods with parameters, you can say parameterized methods or methods with parameters, you can say. So up to now, about 3 programs, demo variables 1, demo variables 2, demo variables 3, right? In that, I not yet given any methods with parameters. Only 4 programs available with you, no, right? In that 4 programs, nowhere I written methods with parameters, I not written. Okay, right? This will be trained separately to you. Okay, right? Now, written type now, FAQ. Sir, here written type is there, no, sir? Define written type. Define written type. Written type specify the methods will return the value after method execution or not. Return type specify the methods will return the value after method execution or not. Means after execution completed, the methods will return or not, returning a value back. That's called return type. So based on return type now, based on return type, methods are categorized into two types. Based on return type, methods are categorized into two types. Non-return type methods and return type methods. Non-return type methods and return type methods. Non-return type methods and return type methods. Right. Non-return type methods. The methods which will not return any value. The methods which will not return any value after method execution are known as non-return type methods. The methods which will not return any value after method execution are known as non-return type methods. The methods which will not return any value after method execution are known as non-return type methods. So above program methods are non-return type methods only. M1 method, M2 method are non-return type. Sir, how can you say they are non-return type? Means here void is there. Can you see void here? Right. So the methods which are declared with void are known as non-return type methods. If we declare void, they will not return any value. Make a statement. The methods which are declared with void are known as non-return type methods. Non-return type methods. The methods which are declared with void are known as non-return type methods. Above program M1, M2 comes under non-return type because they are declared with void. Even main method also void only. It will not return the value. Sir, I am not understanding this return type, sir. Means we'll write a program method with parameter and return type. We'll write one program. By seeing the return type, you can understand non-return type. Until then, clarity may come, may not come. Frankly speaking. So I only will show the return type methods. Whenever we write, because this is not completed and this is not completed. So next coming program is that only, return type methods. Make it. Now, return type methods. The methods which return the value. The methods which return the value after method execution. The methods which return the value after method execution is known as return type methods. Return type methods. The methods which return the value after method execution is known as return type methods. Two extra points. We are writing in notes here. We use return statement to return the value after method execution. Whenever you want to return the value, we are going to use one statement as return. We use a return statement to return the value after method execution. The returned value will come back to the method call. The returned value will come back to the method call. The returned value will come back to the method call. These 2 points I'll show in the diagrammatical form, how I used the return statement and how the method will come back to the method call. So this is the theoretical presentation about parameter and return type. So next coming programs are parameters and return type programs. But whenever you want to reach there, the methods in between, up to now, data not entered from the keyboard. Yes or no? Up to now, reading data not there. So tomorrow we are concentrating on reading data from the keyboard. First point. Okay, right. After giving that training to you, then I will write the list of operators, list of control structures, we write it. There's a sequence, I'm saying the sequence. First, tomorrow I will train it. How to read the data from the keyboard. Enter your username, enter the password, enter the mail ID, enter the phone number. How to read the data from the keyboard first. Tomorrow's training. So after that, we list it. How many operators are there? All the languages will have operators. We also write the list of operators. All the languages will have control structures. We also write the list of control structures. After that, we start this practice. Understood this point, right? So it takes one more day to work with return type methods. Got it right? So today assignment not there, example program not there. Read the notes and come. Tomorrow I'll concentrate how to read the data from the keyboard. Don't miss the class. Got it right? So thank you very much for today.